Please release me, let me go.
Hi everybody, it's Heavy Dobby here. How are you today? It's a beautiful, sunny, very snowy out today, so very icy. Um, as I said before, I wanted to do on my last vlog. I said I wanted to do a little bit about fat cells, and so I have some information for you on that. But first, let me give you a release report. Today is VLCD 19 of round 2, P2. I started in November 5th. I started on November 5th, and so I have, I was going to say I have released, but guess what, you guys? I gained 1.1 pounds, and so I had to do the head game, the head talk this morning and say, was it the chocolate delight? Did I drink enough water? Did I eat too much salt? Why is this happening to me? And so on and so forth. So the head games come even though I've had 4 or more days of releases, and yesterday was 2.1. Is that another reason? Did I have such a big release that maybe my scale's broken and I miscalculated? Nah, could have been a number of things, and I won't list what I think the number of things are, but I will say that I believe that it was because up till now I've been eating grain fed beef, and I did not have grain fed beef yesterday. I had regular beef from the grocery store, which is corn fed, starch, um, stuff like that, and not as good for you. And I really believe it was that, and I didn't get as much sleep, plenty of water, blah, blah, blah. So it is what it is, and we'll just press forward. I have to admit that I have been slow on the uptake for water today. I'm just kind of like tired of water right now. Not really excited about it. So I got to get that in. I drank enough for half of today anyway, yesterday. Drank a lot of water yesterday. All right, so what about these fat cells? Well, Simeon says, and we keep telling people that what happens is your abnormal fat gets released, it goes into your bloodstream, you're nourished by your bloodstream, which, if you were pregnant, would nourish a fetus. But we're taking such a tiny dose that all it does is release a certain amount of calories, and we can get nutrition from that, and that's why we can sustain on 500 calories a day. Your guess is as good as mine because I feel like I'm pretty good at finding out information and doing some research. However, I haven't been able to find what I want to find on this. But fat cells are called adipocytes. That's the scientific term. There's two kinds. One's brown and one's white. The white ones secrete leptin, which is a very important hormone for us fat people. It's right up there with insulin as far as being insulin resistant. We can also be leptin resistant, which causes us to want to be hungry and talk to our hypothalamus. If we can be leptin resistant and have too much leptin in our bodies, and but our body is reacting as if it doesn't have food. So hormonally, we need to get ourselves straightened out. The brown fat is used to generate heat or energy. The average adult, oh, gee, this is a big number, you guys. The average adult has 30 billion fat cells, or the equivalent of 30 pounds, is what it said. Now, these little cells, the 30 billion of them, can increase a fourfold, 4 times their size. But here's the bad news: when they get to be 4 times their size, they can split, divide, and then they can grow again. So once you have a fat cell, you don't lose it. The fat cells do not go into your bloodstream. We do not eliminate fat cells. They just get bigger or littler. They are secreted. They secrete what we need but they do not go away. So if you are large enough, like myself, to have quadrupled your fat cell size and they have multiplied, that means you have more fat cells, which means that you have enough fat cells to get big fast again. Beware. All right, so what happens when we secrete something out of our fat cells? Um, in order for the fat cells to be secreted, it has to be broken down to fatty acids and glycerol. Two things. Glycerol is fairly water soluble, and all right, you guys, you know what that means. It's water time, and if you're a good HCGer, you have your water close at hand. All right, let's take a break. All right, get your water ready on the count of 10. All right, all right, good break. Okay, here we go. Back to what we were doing. Um, so, researchers can measure the amount of glycerol that's in our blood. So, I don't know if we can buy things, something like a keto stick or something, to figure out if our body is releasing glycerol into um, our bloodstream. If we could do a glycerol blood test or whatever, or if that's a lab test. So maybe some of you nurses can answer that question. Glycerol is a precursor for synthesis. When our body uses stored fat as a source of energy, what it does is it goes to the liver and it trades out the glycerol for glucose. So our liver makes glucose or sugar in the form of energy for us to use. It also is helpful though for our bodies, for our brains, because our brain only uses glucose for energy. So that glucose is also released in um, our bloodstream, and it's used for circulating and circulates during prolonged fasting or exercise. Anyway, that is all I can find on that. I don't know if any of that was helpful. I think the first part was pretty informational about the cells getting bigger and dividing if they get 4 times their size and whatnot. So, anyway, that's all I have for you. I want to do my mom's brag book. I found a couple more pictures I want to share. Actually, my husband found a little photo album of my daughter recently, and so I wanted to just share some of those with you. This is my husband and my daughter, Aaliyah, and we are at Disneyland here. And Aaliyah took her money and she bought herself a princess ballerina outfit. And there she is wearing it. And this is her wearing the outfit as well. Oh, sorry. I don't have a video feedback, so it's really delayed. Anyway, there she is. There's my girl. Anyway, that's it. I gotta go. I love you guys. Take care. And oh, you guys, subscribers, and all you guys who are responding, thank you. If you subscribe to my channel for the first time and you're watching a vlog, would you please just make a comment, just a simple one, like "Hi, I just subscribed to you," or something like that, because it's hard for me to figure out new subscriptions because the only way I can do it is finding, going to an email, and I get so many emails that it's too difficult for me to search for new subscribers. So in order for me to subscribe back to you, if you could just leave me a comment, I sure would appreciate it. And if there's anything I can do or share, if we could share recipes or share ideas or anything like that, I'm game. I'm I'm in this for the long run, And maybe on my next vlog, I will share my hoarding of HCG and my figuring of how many rounds I have to go and how much HCG I needed to buy just recently. Anyway, take care.
Please release me. Can you see?